Welcome. This is Super Genesis 2 Turbo, the podcast. It is a gaming podcast, and I'm your host, GaminTank. And joining me this week is the usual co-host, whatever you want to say, Dark Morris.
Hello.
In this podcast, we just talk about everything video games for 30 to 40 minutes, and we lie about it, so we're cool with it. We're cool with it. I'm pretty sure you guys are cool with it, and we'll just deal with it. New episodes every Wednesday on my YouTube channel. Even when I'm reading it, I still screw it up.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's awful. I never screwed it up.
Yeah. New content on your channel. What is it?
Overblood. PlayStation 1 review. What if that was a very interesting game to play and beat, and didn't take me too long, and didn't have a hard time at it at all. But of course, I knew what I was doing because I watched other people play it, and I knew what I was in for. What did you think of the video?
I thought it was alright.
It's alright.
I was kind of more looking at the game. It was just
Amazing.
weird. Yeah. This is it's the only game that I know that you can grab what was it, like a giant block or something like that?
Yeah.
And you can drag it to the side.
Yeah, you're not even in contact with the block. Your hands are clearly not touching the block, but you're kind of moving forward. But you're pushing in place, but the block keeps moving in the direction you're facing. In a way.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, the game is just like, wow, that's an anomaly. Just gotta take it and study it.
I mean, you kind of. I mean, with the whole your hands not touching it, I can kind of understand that. 3D stuff wasn't really as great as it is right now.
It's still not great. Still have glitches and crap.
With a few exceptions. I mean, with where it looks like it's holding something.
Yeah, so you still have voice unsynced clips in video games. You still got glitches like my Assassin's Creed stuff that happened to me.
And you just have weird things that happen.
Like
so.
I'm in a cutscene and I'm getting killed in the cutscene. Like like this.
Oh, you guys will never guess. You'll never guess what game that is and what system it's for.
Well, I said Assassin's Creed right away.
But which one?
On the Wii U. But yeah, then I look over. There's a guy like doing something with his chair, but he's not touching his chair, and the chair is like suspended in midair without him touching him. But I know what's happening there. He's like holding he's supposed to be holding the chair, but his hands are nowhere near the chair.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
I mean, I was watching footage of WWE 2K14, which I rarely do. And I was watching one of the entrances. It was like somebody's supposed to be holding the ropes and like moving the ropes up and down, kind of like how the Ultimate Warrior does.
Yeah.
And their hands, it's in the position to like holding the rope, but their thumbs are over the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even holding it down. So that's some of the stuff you get with current 3D stuff. You're always gonna have that with 3D.
Yeah, no game is exempt. It's funny. Yeah, that review is just very clear cut, and I'm just like, here, look at this game. Look at this crazy game. Unlike my other games where, look at my other videos where it's like, hey, let's make this fun and have fun and do all these funny jokes and music. Stan Bush.
Yep.
And I'm doing a new review on Blue Stinger for the Dreamcast. Yay, the Dreamcast. That's going to be an interesting video. I got a great idea for it.
Yeah, well, I've seen footage of a Blue Stinger. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it looks like a precursor to the Reboot. Yeah, Reboot. Cartoon show.
I don't know what that is.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? But I don't even know if it shows up in like America.
Who knows?
It's a Canadian CGI television show that ran from 1994 to 2001, and it was shown in the U.S., I believe. Really good television show. That's one of the best 3D early CGI series television shows. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it showed in the U.S. and I just never saw it.
Yeah, you're special, Frank. Very special. But I hope to have this review up by this weekend. So when you hear us again, I'll be talking about it again. I'm like, hey, yeah, then Frank will have something to say about it in my review. I'm like, Morris, you sucked in the review. You need to
suck,
quit your you need to quit your job.
Just get off YouTube, go away. I'm looking for a new host.
Morris, you're fired. And don't let the door hit you on the way out. Yeah. Yeah, clear cut video. Blah blah blah. Okay. Something's happening next episode.
And what is that?
You should know.
Oh wait, I was looking up the thing for reboot. I'm surprised I missed it.
Yeah, I told you you're special.
No, it was on all the channels that I would watch. I'm surprised I missed it. I guess
because you're special.
I'm just guessing that I didn't watch those channels at the time. So
it was all through your life. How could you miss it?
Yeah, I've missed TV shows that have been around.
It's just blatant. It's all right there for you to watch. You're born in like 1992, 1994, right?
93.
93. Okay, you're in between the birth times of my two brothers.
The original run is September 10th, 94, and November 30th, 2001.
That's what I said. I said all of that.
Okay, then yeah.
You're just special.
Then of course I would miss it.
Frank,
right.
You're just special.
All right,
you're a special guy.
I don't even know what the hell you mean by that, and I don't want to know. So let's talk about next episode. We're having our first special guest on the show.
Master Wayne.
Yeah, we've mentioned him briefly.
Guy from the United Kingdom. United Kingdom.
Yep.
He's gonna be on here next episode. He was supposed to come on like episode 8 or 9 last time.
I think it was 9,
but there was some complications. People got killed and shot, and then we couldn't get anybody down. What happened? Did this helicopter break down in the middle of the ocean? Then he had to swim back to his island. Is that what happened? That's why we couldn't get him on for episode 9 or 8. Right?
I'm not even going to want to continue with that.
Oh, you suck. You're only me hanging, buddy.
This time I will.
You're my special little guy.
Where are you going with this? All right, just tell me. Where are you going with this?
It's not going anywhere.
Good.
Start the news. Wait. Let's talk about what you're doing.
Stuff.
What are you doing, Frank?
Finally,
what do you got going on your channel?
Finally,
Frank?
there's not 100-degree weather stopping me from making videos now. So, I'm going to be working on videos this whole week. I'm going to try and work.
I've been doing that for like all year. Then what video are you working on now? What's on your the top priority?
Finishing up the top 5 worst birds in video games. Get that out of the way because I know I want to get it done. I'm going to work really hard on it. And then after that is going to be a review of Blackthorn.
Blackthorn.
Yes. Recently it was given out by Blizzard on their website, so I played it for a while and it's really good. So
yes.
I decided to do an entire review on it.
I believe it had a Super Nintendo release and a Sega CD release.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Sega CD version, but I have seen the Super Nintendo version, and
Sega CD version would be exceptionally better, I believe. In theory.
Yeah, it should be.
But yeah.
I mean, CD technology, even though it loads forever, come on, it's still good.
It doesn't load forever.
Oh, from what I hear. That's because people are scratching their freaking discs.
Don't believe
Don't scratch your
everything
disc.
you hear.
Well, I mean, I don't have a Sega CD. Well, actually, I do, but I don't have a working Sega CD of my own that...
Well, if it's there and works, you can burn discs. It doesn't have no copy protection.
It's there, works. Also has the Sega Genesis. Just none of the wires that you need to connect them.
I see.
Yeah. None of the stuff that goes on the back of it, so I don't know.
Just because you're a special guy, that's why.
Shut up.
Nah.
Let's just get on with the news.
Now, wait. I was trying to put this out there. We've been talking about your top 10 birds that are bad at their job video for a good month now, I think.
It's about 3 weeks, only because stuff. I don't
like to say 3 or 4 weeks.
It's going to be the same thing with the Tiny Toons video.
If you listen to the last episode, I made this whole big deal. You talked about this 2 episodes ago. Now we're talking about it now.
And then you brought up...
I bet you next episode when we talking about it again, and here we are.
We briefly talked about it.
No, I brought that whole piece. I brought that whole thing about it. Now we're here again, and same story.
Well, actually,
same song and dance.
This time I actually had a reason.
Oh, you're okay. Tell me. Tell the audience, Frank.
It was too hot to record.
It's too hot in here. I'm gonna take off all your clothes.
God.
Okay, we can get the news now.
No. Keep talking. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so as GameSpy is ending their
talking
online...
about this?
Yes, 50 games for EA are going away.
Can't they just let it die?
Some Battlefields, Crisis games.
Nobody cares about Battlefield or Crisis. I mean, lots of people do, and they're all crushed and sad about this.
Yeah, all 5 of you, and Battlefront games.
Yeah, I'm very. Battlefront 2.
1 and 2, and
No,
I
never played online with those games.
And some Need for Speed games.
No, wait.
None of them are recent, but.
No, how am I gonna play online with my Need for Speed 2 for my Windows 95 computer? No.
I don't know. Do what they did for Phantasy Star Online.
Still playing dial-up with my Need for Speed 2.
Yeah.
Not the special edition, the real Need for Speed 2 with its pink disc, and it made a whole video about this game. I was still playing it online, dial-up, Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was amazing. 56K a second.
Yeah, so you got into the Phantasy Star servers and you're just playing every day?
Something about this said... there's something to be said about the Dreamcast online stuff. I believe there's still one person that has the servers open for a lot of games for the Sega Dreamcast.
Sega said Dreamcast.
The Sega Dreamcast servers and games, that's still happening, but I think it might have shut down because that guy was just like losing money because nobody wanted to pay into it. And like, I'm keeping these servers open, but you could help me. I'm paying for these servers out of my own pocket, and it's blah blah blah. At some point I'm gonna shut this down. Yeah. That was like months ago.
Yeah, so that's gonna
maybe
happen.
A year ago.
That's gonna happen. They said that they're looking for solutions to keep some of the servers up, but due to technical challenges and concerns about the player experience, they have none right now. Those 50 games will lose their service as of June 30th.
So this is just it just sucks. This is just disappointing, sad. Wants me to punch babies in the nutsack because of this news. I don't know. I don't feel that strongly about it. I'm like, why are we talking about this?
Because it's a thing. 50 games.
Well, it was a thing.
Offline.
Like we talked about this like 3 times in our podcast, and it's getting old.
Well, we're gonna be talking about it until it finally.
Just let it die already.
It goes off to the woods and.
Look at all these games that are going on offline. They're all old games that not a lot of people play anymore.
Yeah. Also,
100 or so.
Well, since we're talking about GameSpy servers, Capcom's gonna keep Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online Edition and Marvel vs. Capcom Origins. They have new places for it.
Woo!
And they're currently looking for a new one for Lost Planet 3.
Woo! What game? Lost Planet 3?
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Lost Planet 3. That's the one where they have co-op. And they're trying to make it like, hey, we're not going for the third-person shooter anime thing. We're gonna go for American bro-op shooter thing.
Isn't that Army of Two?
No. Well, that's an Army of Two. Like, hey, bro up. Blah, blah, blah. Romance. Bro mop.
Wait, what?
Do everything.
What if you hate the person?
Well, it comes,
It's just bro op.
I don't know what you call it when you hate that
I
person.
hate call- I
Bro
hate calling
hate.
it. I hate calling it bro op.
Rotated. I don't know. Roted. You know, you get it?
Just
Like,
stop.
hate, like, the bro tread. Bro tread.
Bro
But
tread.
you're the one that brought it up. Why?
Just
Now you want me to stop talking about Army of Two, made by Visceral Games and AEA? I
yeah.
know facts.
Okay.
I know my stuff, Frank.
Okay. Let's talk about Microsoft stuff.
All right, cool. Did you know they bought the Gears of War IP?
Yes.
That we talking about here?
Oh, that
Was
was.
is that your news?
Actually, no, it wasn't. I
Oh, okay.
couldn't
Good
find it,
job.
or I either couldn't find it or I skipped over it by accident.
This was like I found this news out from like in screwattack.com's G1 blog section.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, hey, why is this why was this not on Game Informer? Game Informer just like
Probably next issue.
forget to talk about that.
It might be in the next
That's
issue.
quite big news. No, I go on their website. I don't even wait for the print. But yeah, that's good. I'm good here. You could continue your story.
Okay, well, in June, Xbox users will not need gold for video streaming services like Twitch, YouTube, Netflix, WWE Network, Hulu, any of that stuff.
You just had to bring up the WWE network, didn't you? You just had to work that in there.
Yeah, I did. I had to
Like-
think. I had to think
It's
about it
like
before I said anything.
Netflix, Hulu, the WWE, and that other thing. Yeah, but because in the past you could never, if you didn't have gold and you had a subscription to Netflix, you couldn't just go on to the 360 and watch Netflix.
Yeah, so
No, that was not a thing. Now you can because the online subscription-based thing that Xbox has is changed, and they can do that now.
and because of that, Microsoft is offering refunds for anyone who has Xbox Live Gold membership that goes past June. So anyone
Mine-
who, you can. What is it?
Mine ends in June.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to renew it or something if
Yeah.
I so choose.
Yeah, so you got to submit a request for a refund by August 30th. If you're well, just submit one by August 31st. Sorry, and it may take up to 8 weeks to process
I remember when the subscription only cost like $40.
per year.
$40. Yeah,
Okay.
12 months. What a good magical time that was.
40 for you is 60 here. Could you know?
Well, no. It was 40 everywhere back in 2008.
Okay, yeah. That was when
Yeah.
I believe I was getting 1 month.
That's when you were that's when you were special.
Did you stop with the special thing? I swear.
I don't know, it's funny. This is the funny thing to say.
Okay, well, June 9th, there's going to be an Xbox One without the Kinect for $399.
Yeah, they picked June 9th because they want to sell it at E3, I believe. They're like, hey,
I wouldn't be surprised.
what?
I mean,
Connectless Xbox One, la la la,
Oh,
love
that's-
me.
best thing ever if they do that, and then like the first few things you see at their event is all stuff that has to do with the Kinect.
That'd be hilarious. But I got my Connect here. I'm like, I like it.
I don't use mine.
Well, you're special.
No, it's not that. Is that I'd rather use
Super
the
special. I mean, sorry. Where's your fire? Get out of my office.
Get the hell out of here. I'll do the whole show on my own.
Douche, douche, douche. All right, continue on with the show.
All right. Well, anyone who has the Kinect, you're not getting refunds for that. So if you bought an Xbox 360 and you're thinking that you're gonna get the refund for Kinect,
No,
like
it's not
people
that.
are getting for gold, like for their gold membership, no.
No, you're not. You're not special as Frank. Oh man, why is there just like this crazy pause for laughter to going on here,
My
bro? You have to
God.
take a deep breath when I say that. I dropped a bomb. But
Okay, so
no, but seriously, I like my Connect. It's very fun to use. Even though it's not perfect, but it's like 80%, right? 90%.
yeah, about that
F
much. I mean,
well, I mean,
me and my brother,
you can't be perfect.
like when we first got the Xbox One, me and my brothers would mess around with it with the voice control commands.
Yeah, that's fun. Isn't that fun?
For the most part, it works. I mean, about 95% it works.
Yeah, it works. You have to
A hun-
speak loudly and clearly, and
100% for me, 95 for my brothers.
because they slur their voice and don't speak properly.
Sometimes, but it happens. You know, they're trying to say it really fast. But then again, there were times where it didn't work for me only because
Noise in the background, noise distortion.
no, I had it off.
Okay, yeah. Mine's been. I just unplugged mine because I don't want it. Like I'm playing a game, I'm listening to music, and then the Xbox that's connecting, so I'm talking to, and I'm like, okay, you got to. I'm gonna plug in you now. And you gotta, because you don't really shut up when I tell you to shut up.
You know, you should try that.
What?
Just have your music on, have the Connect on, like have it on the menu. Play a song for a couple seconds, and then see what how the Connect responds.
No, that's a waste of my time.
It'd be interesting to try. Hell, I'll try it.
Like people are so jaded towards the Connect and hate it.
It's not that I hate the Connect, aside from the motion controls aren't very good for menu navigation. Like the menu navigation's not very good. The voice
So,
commands are amazing.
yeah, they're amazing. They work.
It's just that
It's very fun.
I don't have anything that really requires the Connect aside from using what was it, Game DVR and Upload Studio.
Yeah. Well, some games don't have functionality, and they're not gonna have much functionality later.
Yeah,
But it's still fun to use it to navigate. I still
I
like that.
I would like to see what Connect games come out that would be really good. I mean, especially with this newer Connect. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
If I get a good Connect game, I'll get that possibly.
anybody want to port Dragon Ball Z Connect on the on the Xbox One?
No, we're not doing
Oh,
that.
yeah,
No, no, no,
I
no.
know. I caught myself in the middle of that. Okay. Um, Also, they're bringing out Xbox games for gold for the Wii U. I mean,
Yeah,
Xbox One.
three,
Xbox One.
Microsoft is doing that for
Xbox,
the Nintendo. That's amazing.
Xbox One. Xbox One.
Oh, Frank, you're so special.
Damn you and your Wii U talk earlier.
I didn't talk about the Wii.
I said Wii U. We were talking about Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh yes, that thing. That was like an hour ago, man.
Yeah.
Stop living in the past.
Okay. Games for gold on Xbox One will launch next month.
Really?
Yeah, and
What's happening next month?
E3.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a few weeks away, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yes and no.
No. Why no?
I don't know. It's just
What does it matter with you?
I'd rather wait till the end of the day and then just see what people announced.
It's fun to sit there and watch the presentations. I
Like
look forward to it. I'm like, haha, who's gonna win this time?
I watch a little, like I'll watch a little bit of my what was it, last year's E3? They were showing Garden Warfare.
Yeah, well, yeah, last
That
E3
was
was
cool.
pretty lackluster.
Yeah, I mean that's why I was like,
People like to say that Sony one, but like, no, Microsoft kind of did their thing, but they were like, no, hate to Connect, fuck the Connect.
it's probably gonna be like last year. I'll just sit down, watch a little
Microsoft,
bit.
Look at all this Connect stuff, huh?
It's like, oh, look at this
Huh?
new game. It's like, okay, can I just do I want to do this? You know, sit all day and watch E3,
Yes, you do.
or go outside
There's
and do
nothing.
something,
There's nothing else. There's nothing else happening.
or go outside and do something.
There's nothing else happening that day.
No, I always pick the second option. Go outside and do something.
No, it's too hot in your country. Don't do that.
It's
Watch
June.
Connect.
It's June. I don't care. Okay, so the games that are gonna be for the games for gold on Xbox One will be Max Curse of Brotherhood. I don't know what that is. And Halo
Yeah.
Spartan Assault.
Ooh, that's interesting. I might get that.
It's gonna be
And they're gonna have it where it's on the 360 and the Xbox One as well soon, eh? Right?
well, it's obviously going to be on the Xbox One
Right?
if it's going to come out for free.
So what is Microsoft Games for Gold doing for the PlayStation 4?
saying "fuck you."
Whoa, buddy.
Okay, yeah, that was a little
That
harsh.
was very that was terrible.
All right, well, whatever. Games for Gold on 360 for next month. It's going to continue, and they're gonna have games like Dark Souls, Charlie Murder, and Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition.
Yeah, you're gonna like that one.
Yeah, I'm finally gonna get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. And then just
It's
pay
fun. You know what's funny?
what?
Like PlayStation has been doing this for a while, but nobody really give a shit. Now it's on. Now Microsoft is doing it, getting really behind, and they're like, yeah.
Well, I mean, their most recent games for Gold, the most recent game that they're giving for free is Saints Row the Third.
You know, and you're like, hey, I gotta play that.
Yeah, I was like, hey, I gotta play that. Morris, wanna play? Fuck no. Oh. Well, then I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go enjoy the game.
I'm like, yeah, you do that. Well, I think about playing Castlevania 64 on the Nintendo 64 because I'm a masochist.
Mm-hmm.
Masochism. Blah
Yep.
blah blah. Okay, next story.
Okay,
No more,
well,
no more Microsoft talk.
I have like one more thing. Just one more thing.
Ugh.
Halo 5 Guardians
Oh, yeah.
launched fall 2015. Done.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
Halo. It's Halo. Hopefully not like Halo 4 because Halo 4 sucked.
They
With-
can't
with online, with
multiplayer.
online, yeah.
Yes, there you go.
With online multiplayer, Halo 4 sucked.
I'm excited.
Story, I never went through it. I just didn't even touch it. I didn't care.
Story is great.
Yeah, like I think we played a little bit, and then I was like, you know what? I don't care about this game.
I do.
I mean,
I beat
will
it.
I
I
will
beat it
go and
several times.
I will go and try to play Halo 3 on Legendary, but I will not play.
I do that
Halo
all the
4.
time.
I don't do it all the time.
I do that in my sleep.
Right.
I do.
Some senior research analyst sent out a tweet saying that Square Enix might be considering bringing Dragon Quest X
To America.
to international markets, overseas markets like America
America.
and the rest of the world. I don't care.
Well, I believe what was 9? 9 was like this Sentinel thing on the 3DS. 3DS was it?
I don't know.
And then there was Dragon Quest 10. Let's
Yeah,
see.
Dragon Quest X is, I believe, a Wii U and 3DS title.
Okay. Yes.
Don't
Sentinels of the Starry Skies is 9.
Is
Remember
it?
that one? Because I'm like, hey, new sequel to Dragon Quest. Let's see if they could top Part 8. But
I
that's
wouldn't
not
know.
gonna happen.
I
I want
wouldn't
to
know.
say 10 is like an MMO and just only
It
in
is.
Japan.
I believe it is.
That was on the Wii and Wii U and computers. Yeah, MMORPG.
Yeah, I haven't been in touch with Dragon Quest since
Ever.
Dragon Warrior 2.
You were special.
Again with that, you know what? Just whatever. Rockstar's saying a new game might be out April 2015. So
Like we're making a new gen console. Ha 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 ha.
new gen console? You mean a
I mean,
game for
what are you talking about? Rockstar's making is gonna team joint operation with Sega to make the Dreamcast 2. Come on, didn't you hear this?
whatever.
No, Rockstar's making a new gen game.
Oh yeah, and
This is big goddamn news.
and just because your system sells very well doesn't mean that you
You're
can
you're amazing.
make a profit.
I can.
That being said, Sony lost $78 million this past fiscal year.
Yes, because the industry is changing. We're in
Yeah.
a shift right now.
Shift
Even
or
though
shi-
they're doing well, stuff is happening. Like decline in optical discs. Nobody's buying discs anymore. Everything's going digital. Digital age. Y2K.
Y2K. Oh god.
Y2K10. Wait, no, that was 4 years ago. Y2K15. There you go.
Y2K15.
The real Y2K is like
So we're just gonna keep making. We're gonna keep making this up every year. It's gonna be it's gonna come out on a yearly basis, just like the NBA games, just like
yeah.
any
Yeah.
of your annual games.
It's like 2K Sports.
Careful, 2K games might buy that from us.
Oh, we own this?
Well, we do now.
Okay, well, that's our company, Y2K15. Where we're gonna make Office Warfare, Game and Watch Warfare.
Game and Watch Fair.
Yeah, no, Warfare.
Fine,
I
whatever.
keep telling you that doesn't sound well. That doesn't hit the ear right.
Oh,
I keep telling you, Game and Watch Warfare.
okay.
Game and
Well,
Watch Fair. Bleh.
Nintendo just
Bleh.
Nintendo just can't get a break.
Yeah, they're getting sued by Philips. Is that right?
Philips has threatened to, I guess, block the sales of Wii U in the U.S. And
Feel some bad blood there. You're so
Well, because-
mad at you about the Philips CDI.
I was going to say that this is the same Philips that developed the CDI.
And if you knew your history, you know they published 3 horrendous
Three
Zelda
games,
games that
and one Mario
are
game.
better left forgotten.
A Mario game and there was an unreleased Mario game that apparently people are getting a hold of the ROMs for it, and I've seen it. It looks okay, but it's only an alpha.
I know this is called Super Mario's Wacky World, and it was supposed to be a fully game. But what happened to that game? They just made Hotel Mario, and I did play. I do have a physical copy of this, but I gave it to a friend for his his birthday. No, Christmas time.
How dare you?
I gave him a fully functioning Philips CDI console with copies of Faces of Zelda, Link, Faces of Evil, and Zelda 1 and Gamelon, and Hotel Mario, and that game, that alpha game, Super Mario's Wacky World, along with some other stupid Philips CDI games.
Okay, well,
I wish
You're
I
a
got that for Christmas.
you're a terrible person for that.
I'd be very happy if somebody gave me that.
Well, yeah, because they're hard to come by.
I would just be a masochist and be like, I'm gonna play through these games and review them, kind of like some angry nerd did.
Yeah. Okay. We finally have a release date for Ultra Street Fighter 4.
June.
June 4th for Xbox 360. June 3rd for PS3.
Okay.
And
And
August 8th for PC.
in September for the Vita. Yeah, Vita,
I don't see that.
Vita.
I don't see that anywhere. And
That's weird.
retail
kind
360.
of heard the CEO of Capcom talking about the Vita coming to to Ultra Street Fighter 4. Yeah, you get to play. I don't know what I'm going over this.
You're gonna be able to get retail copies on for Xbox 360 and PS3 on August 5th. And like I said, PC stuff is on the 8th, whatever.
August. You
Dude.
said right? Am I right?
Yeah, to download this paid update, it's going to be $15 for Xbox Live, PSN, Steam, and
If you want a retail copy, $30.
40,
Oh, okay.
and the PC version will be 30.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll get it on Steam. Yeah.
right. You don't need.
Yeah, Steam. I'll do it on Steam.
Yeah, don't do it on Steam.
Steam.
Do it on console.
Steam. Oh yeah, I gotta play you and school you in the ways of Street Fighter.
Oh God. It's been a long time since we played Street Fighter 4.
Cause I school you all the time. That's fine.
Yeah. Also,
'Cause you're special.
okay, well, you know about this. I know about this. The world
What?
knows about this. Flappy Bird is back.
Didn't we talk about this last episode?
No, we didn't because it came back.
Yeah.
within the past
This
week.
happened this weekend when we were talking about it.
Yes.
Flapping Bird is back. Oh wait, Flapping Bird.
Did you say Flapping Bird?
Yeah, I did. And then I'm the
Do not make-
I'm the 1,000 person that made that joke, or a million person
Yeah.
person in one.
Yeah, I've made the joke too.
Flapping Bird.
And this August, there's going to be multiplayer.
Did I tell you this?
How the hell does multiplayer work in a game like this?
It just does. Technology.
What, you just have somebody's ghost? Like
Yeah.
Mario Kart, you just have somebody's ghost going through the
Well,
game?
how do you do it? How do you do multiplayer with a 3DS?
I only have
Yeah.
I only have Street
You
Pass.
you just do it on a you go onto some server and you could play on the server. People join the server like in any MMO or game on the 3DS.
Aren't we supposed to put the link cables in?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
if that was 1999
We're supposed to do that
when there was the real Y2K happening.
in yeah.
Jeez, these jokes just keep coming and linking together. It's like
Oh
a
God.
running joke or something. They're just amazing.
Okay, so yeah,
I told you multiplayer was happening. Isn't there a co-op thing?
not right now.
Well, there
Well,
should be.
I haven't downloaded the game
Maybe
on
you
my.
haven't seen news.
Yeah, I haven't seen
You're not
anything.
doing your job well enough.
I haven't seen anything on it. I haven't played Flappy Bird.
I
I
have
don't.
heard some word on co-op on with this new version.
Yeah, that's going to be tough.
No, they have the technology. It happens. It's
No,
not tough. It just takes time to write and code and design it. Then it happens, and it's easy.
not that. It's getting a functioning multiplayer that doesn't ruin the game.
Well, you
You
just
know.
make a server, and people join these servers, and you could play with them.
Okay.
That's what happens. Like any other online thing, they don't just link up like a link cable.
I'm guessing the way it plays, it's going to be just an elimination mode where everyone just plays at the same time, and then people start losing, they just get eliminated,
Yes.
and then the winner will be the one who goes the farthest. And I guess they'll give you some kind of customization. I don't know. That would be interesting to see.
No, I'm not interested in that at all.
I'm not interested either. I'm just saying it's interest.
No.
Forget it.
Every other game does stuff like this, and why is this big news? It's like, oh my god, it has a multiplayer. There's a million other games that have multiplayer
Because Flappy
on
Bird.
other consoles.
Remember, Flappy Bird was the biggest
I don't
smartphone
care.
game for like
I
a
do
few
not
weeks.
care.
So yeah, I mean, I don't.
I don't have a phone. I don't
I'm just
care
gonna
about
say.
mobile devices or iOS games. I do not care.
Okay, well, let's just say this: Far Cry 4 coming out November 18th.
This year.
PS4, Xbox One, PS3, Xbox 360, and PC.
Yay! You gotta like Ubisoft being next gen, not like that stupid Capcom that's sticking to the past, what are those people that made Dark Souls from Software? So
Yeah,
that's
From
who they
Software.
are. They're like, no, we're not going next gen yet. We don't have the, but that company is a little small,
Yeah,
low budget
so
place, so they don't have the resources like Ubisoft to do that. It's
okay.
gonna happen at some point. Unless they make a sequel, then they may put it on new gen consoles.
Okay, well,
Well, Jesus.
sorry, it's just I
Sorry. I was like, it's a long day. I've been sleeping
I'm
all the time and having a
fine.
hard time sleeping. Like, my God, man, come on.
I'm going to. Just stop, stop. I'm finally at the stories that I didn't write down.
Rizzle.
Don't ever say that again. Guerrilla
Frizzle.
Games are they're releasing a Killzone Shadowfall DLC that's going to allow 4-player co-op.
Yeah, Killzone, Shadowfall, PlayStation 4.
Yeah, and it's going
I don't care.
it's going to have your generic 4 co-op classes: assault, marksman, medic, tactician.
I believe we spoke and how we share opinions of Killzone once or twice on this podcast, pray chance. But if not, everybody knows that Killzone's an okay looking game and it works properly and looks great. Did I say that? Yeah, it looks great. Plays well. Does the job well. But nobody cares because they just know that's Sony's FPS.
Okay, well, let's talk
And
about this.
if they made a game that I'm sorry to cut you off there, But if they want that game to be noteworthy, they have to put in some crazy story thing that people actually care
You need
about.
like 5 nukes going off
No,
in the
that's not.
story. You gotta
No,
Call of Duty it.
no, no. They have to pull something like Halo. They could do something better than Halo if they're making crap like Beyond Two Souls and stuff like that, and Heavy Rain. Why can't they make it a good story for an FPS game?
I don't know.
I don't know either. What the hell, Sony? Get your game together.
Okay, well, let's talk about another first-person shooter, one that was funded in 24 hours. It's called Super Hot, and it's
This
just
is
it's
this
going
is
to be
some crazy news that I never heard about.
this game.
When
100.
did this story break?
It was on.
Yesterday?
No,
An hour ago? 2 hours
no.
ago?
It was a few days ago,
Really?
in between the last episode and this episode.
Oh, okay. I guess I missed it.
On the 15th.
I'm very not happy about not knowing about this game.
It is a first-person shooter.
And
That's, I guess, their element or gimmick or whatever you want to call it is going to be time.
like Time Splitters?
I don't know what that is.
You don't know what you don't know what Time Splitters is? Oh my god. Oh, I feel dirty for saying oh my god. Ah.
At least you didn't say.
Okay, tell me more about this game. Huh? Huh?
I don't know.
More
it's just
information about this game? Any
not
more
much.
interesting points that you want to share? And like, hey, this looks cool. Wait, play it. We say that we never play anything. Like, yeah, I like how people do that, right? Right? When they're like, oh, it looks interesting. I'll totally go play that game on Steam. Then nobody plays it on Steam. They just buy it and it sits there and nobody touches it.
I don't
That's what
see
happens.
anything that. There's nothing about this time
Like,
element that they're bringing in.
is there any? Have you seen screenshots, images from the game that people take snapshots of to put online to tease?
No, it's just a video of the Kickstarter.
Oh well, shouldn't the Kickstarter have images or whatever for this crap?
Yeah, but I'm
Ish.
not on their page, so I don't care.
Ugh.
Just some puzzle first-person shooter that's gonna have. I don't know how the hell how time's gonna work. Is it just like everything's
You don't
moving
know how
all
time
at
works?
Is it everything just moving at once? At
You
every
don't, you don't
every
know
bit
how
of the
time
game?
works?
Don't even do that.
We know what consoles it's coming on from? Just PC, Steam, Steam,
Well, let's take a look at the Kickstarter page.
Steam,
I wouldn't be surprised if it's just Steam.
just Steam.
Yeah, 25 days ago, and they're at 163,000.
You said like this started it and then just like bang overnight, but
Yeah,
that's a month.
overnight they just got 100,000.
Some guy's like, hey, I'm gonna throw big money at this.
I wonder who did
So,
that.
well, I didn't hear you. What the platforms?
PC,
platforms?
PC, Mac, Linux.
Linux. And that's it.
Yeah.
All right, we done here.
Uh,
Just move on. This story is done.
okay. Remember the Duke Nukem game, the one that we wanted to talk about for so long, but we got absolutely
There's
no.
news about it.
There's news about what the game's turning into.
What?
It's turning into a game called Bombshell.
So no Megan, no Megan. They're losing the Duke Nukem name.
Yes.
No.
It's going to star a cyborg from the not too distant future who is on a galactic adventure across 4 planets to save the president.
His name is Nukem Duke.
It's
Not Duke Nukem. Nukem Duke. Nuke Dukem. Yeah.
it's the character is some chick by the name of, that's called some chick who's called Bombshell.
Oh, is it female? Okay, we know what platforms this is for.
Not
If it's console, I'm like, woo!
PC and PS4 on the first quarter of 2015.
God damn it! I gotta get a PlayStation 4 now. God. It's funny that I gotta get a. I'm not. I think right away that I have to get a PlayStation 4. Why don't I just get it on PC? I have a good
Because
PC, and
more than likely you're going to need a powerful PC to run it. Uh,
no, this is. What, do we know what kind of genre it's turning into?
it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah,
Isometric
isometric.
RPG.
Whoa, sweet.
Yeah, and one more thing since
Wait. But I guess they lost. They must have lost the court case, right?
I
They're
guess
doing
so.
this if they
Either,
did
either
that.
that or it's still going on. It's like, you know what? Let's just drop Duke Nukem from it. It's not gonna matter whether we win or lose because we can't work on any of it. So let's just switch out the character,
Yeah, God,
which is honestly the best move they did. So
it's
that
a
way
good move, but I'm like, God, I want a Duke Nukem game.
yeah, as much as I would like a Duke Nukem game, also, it's not gonna work
God
because,
damn you, Gearbox, you.
because
I hate you. You are a bunch of dicks.
yep,
You, Gearbox, are not letting me have a Duke Nukem game because you are an asshole.
because Borderlands the pre-sequel's got to come out.
You stupid.
I'll give it about another 15
And
years before another one.
that's terrible. Holy. Yeah, we have to wait like 10
10, 15
if-
years.
for Duke Nukem Forever. Now we have to wait that. I'm gonna be like 40 years old till we get another Duke Nukem game.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be that's 14 years away. Yeah.
Okay, and one really quick thing that I had to bring up, because I have no idea if it's either a rumor or it's true, but YouTube.com or YouTube is in the process of acquiring Twitch TV.
For $1 billion. Dun 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 dun. I actually put my pinky to my mouth when I did that.
Yeah, I did it too.
Then the guys that YouTube's talking about just laugh in their face because that's not a lot of money. Okay,
Yeah.
$100 billion. And like, oh my God, are you serious?
Uh,
Like, it's gonna go on a little tangent here on Austin Powers. It's funny in the first one, you ask for $1 million, they all laugh in his face. Like, this second command comes there, like, that's not a lot of money anymore. I told it asked for $1 billion.
oh yeah.
It's like $1 billion. And you serious? And part two is like, I want a billion, gajillion, blah, 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 dollars. Then he gets, yeah, that's my tangent.
That's good stuff. So yeah, they're acquiring Twitch TV, the biggest video game streaming website service, whatever you want to call it.
It's just a big streaming video game.
Yeah, if you watch people who stream video games, more than likely you're watching it on Twitch,
Good move, though.
unless you're one of the 5 people who actually watch it on Ustream,
Yeah,
and one of the 2 people who
that-
uses YouTube.
yeah, a few people use the YouTube streaming thing. I could use it. We could use it.
I think they're using it only because the YouTube streaming for YouTube really sucks.
Yeah, that's what they
And they
did.
wanna-
They're
they
feeling
wanna-
inadequate and they're not making any headway with their own streaming service. So they're like, let's buy established thing like
Yeah,
Twitch
so-
and bring it onto YouTube.
The only issue is going to be Content ID, which around November and December was the biggest thing that for people who create video game related content. That was the biggest issue that they had. Like there would be people with pages of Content ID claims from third parties, from game companies, from third
That's why
party
I
music
kind of.
providers.
Is it a good thing that I don't do current games?
Well, even with current games, you might not be safe. Remember, even older games, Nintendo games.
I'm trying to get away from this. I'm avoiding this crap like the plague.
Yeah,
And
well,
I'm not, that's why I haven't done many new games.
well, even with that, some older games
Yeah, like Nintendo being a
could still
dick.
get it. Yeah, Nintendo was the biggest,
Offender of this
the
crime.
biggest offender of this. Yeah,
It's not a crime. They're an offender. No. They're exercising their copyright and their intellectual properties.
yeah. Well,
Do not be stolen.
I mean, with reviews, I don't know. This is like a whole gray area that we would have to know a lot about.
We're not lawyers.
Yeah, and for some reason we keep talking about legal mumbo jumbo on the podcast.
That was just you, that one whole episode where it's like legal crap after legal crap after legal crap.
And I promise to never say mumbo jumbo on the podcast again.
Why is mumbo jumbo not a good word?
I don't know.
I like that word.
Okay, then yeah. Oh, then I will say it as many times as I see fit.
Because you're special.
Enough with that.
Okay, but that's funny about this whole YouTube. I was trying to say one thing quickly here, because I made some reviews on these new Transformer games, and I think my newest one I had to like they got blocked worldwide, and I couldn't like do anything after that, so I had to delete it to start using my account again. It was what is that, Fall of Cybertron? Yes, right.
Because
something dumb with the whole who owns the rights to that game, and where they didn't like that they were trying to crack down on YouTube stuff, so I had to delete it.
You know, it's funny how you got hit with a content ID claim yet. With all of this, I had to delete some older videos to ensure that I was not going to be to be sure that I wasn't going to be hit with the content ID claim.
Well, I get hit with content ID claims all the time.
No, that's because you
half the time, 80% of the time, because I'm always using copyrighted music and some images that I shouldn't be using, some footage I shouldn't be using. But I'm okay because I'm not.
For that Transformers one, did that have?
That was an executive thing coming down from the people that own the rights to that game.
Huh.
They're just like cracking down on everybody that they're not certified or recognized by that company.
I've done my best to.
The only reason why I get past these ID claims don't bother me, because I don't monetize any of my crap.
Yeah, I do my best to stay away from that.
Yeah.
Stay away from any and all copyrighted music and stuff like that. But even then, my reviews could be hit by that.
Yeah.
Because I like to use the game, like the music that was used in the game. I like to use that in the background while I'm talking about it.
In case your readers forgot what we're talking about, it's the YouTube acquired, or are trying to acquire, I guess, Twitch for $1 billion. And one thing I want to talk about Twitch for a moment. There used to be Justin.tv.
Well, it's Justin.tv. Yeah, Justin.tv used to have a section for video games. That started to get big. So
I got really big, and I just took over that whole operation.
So
Justin TV just seems like this little crap, that forgotten thing you remember.
Yes. So they took Justin TV, and they took the gaming section of Justin TV and split it off to Twitch TV.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah,
remember that? Did you ever go to Justin TV?
Yeah. Well, I used to go for more than just video games, but
no, in the beginning, back in like 2010, 2009.
Yeah.
I would just go on there, watch movies and cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was fun. Just be hanging around in a room, in a channel. People are talking in a chat board, and you're watching something like, say, Simpsons, and we're laughing, and that's so fun.
Actually, I remember there was a Justin TV page called Channel Awesome, and they would stream Angry Video Game Nerd, Nostalgia Critic, Zero Punctuation or Production or something like that.
Yeah, Zero Punctuation.
Yeah, Zero Punctuation, and some other videos, and I just like get home from school, sit down.
Excuse me? Did I burp? Yeah, I burped.
Whatever. Men burp. Who cares?
Go on.
Like, I would just get home from school, sit down, and then just watch it for a while.
Well, something has to be said. Like, why don't you just go you're on the internet? Why go to the websites to watch them yourselves on there directly? Well, for me, it was like, there's people in the room, and we get to talk to each other. Chat room. Talk while you watch. It's fun.
I like to
say something.
It's like, I like to sit down, watch videos, and not have to go, gotta change the web page I'm on. Just sit down and just, kind of like how you would with Netflix on a console.
Yeah. That's kind of why I don't like to get up and
binge watching.
Yeah, binge watching. I want to say something about just getting up, just being lazy and not wanting to get up, and that's what I like watching Netflix. I could watch Netflix fine, but if you're gonna watch a DVD, actual DVD on television, your television set, and like the one thing that just deters me from doing that is like, I gotta get a disc, I gotta open it, so I gotta put it in the disc tray and press play and do all that stupid shit I don't want to do.
Oh, really lazy.
It's incredibly lazy. Holy crap.
Oh, I love it. It's awesome.
Well, if you're watching like Netflix and you're like doing like going through a whole TV series,
yeah, I
it's
remember,
easy because you don't. If you're doing that with DVDs, you have to change a DVD every 4 or 5 episodes
yeah, I remember doing that. I killed like 3 hours watching Malcolm in the Middle.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said we're gonna go. Do we have a Netflix story?
No, not really. I was just saying, it's just much easier to just be lazy, lay down, and just watch your favorite TV shows without having to get up and change things. I don't know. Or same thing with movies. All you have to do is just reach for your controller. Done.
That's too much work still.
It's a lot of work.
That's a lot of fucking work right there. Because why do I get a remote? Like I have to I'm afraid I don't want my batteries to die, so I pick it up. I gotta turn on the controller because it shuts off after so long.
It'll shut off after like 2 episodes or something.
Then I turn it on. I have to go wait for it to turn on. Then I gotta go into the channel. I do some stuff. Then we'll put on something else. Then gotta because I don't want the batteries to die. I have to pull out the battery manually on the controller and put it back in because I'm too lazy to hold down that Xbox button for a second or 5 seconds to turn off in the menu.
But with that, a menu pops up and it gets in the way.
I know, just pull out the battery from the controller. That's easier than pulling up a menu on the television.
Ugh.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Microsoft, can't you be more considerate to my needs and my laziness?
Have an on and off switch.
Yeah, come on. It's
makes things easier.
Yeah, just put. That would be awesome. Just to have
an on and off switch on your controller.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking a switch, but a little a light switch on it. a little light switch that protrudes from the back of the controller. You just switch it off and on. Yeah, that'd be funny.
Wait, a light that comes from the back of the controller? You mean like the PS4's stupid giant light?
No, I'm not talking about a light. I'm talking about a switch.
Oh, okay, yeah.
A light switch.
A light switch.
Yeah, the things on the walls that you turn on and you can switch off and on.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna bring up. Have a switch like that.
Yeah. That's what I was bringing. That's what I was trying to get to. It's just a very good aesthetic choice there, Microsoft. Put that switch there like that. You know what I mean?
Just have it on top of it. Have it
protruding out from the the exterior of it.
Oh, that would be awesome. I hope somebody modded the controller like that.
Where would it be? In the back? Mine think was in the back, but put it in the front.
It would stick out of the controller.
Yeah, I know. That would be hilarious. Yeah. That would be amazing. I mean, that's great.
I'm sure there's open space on it.
I'll have to mod my controller to do that.
Underneath the guide button.
Yeah, it's amazing.
In the middle of playing your game, you're trying to turn to the side and you just accidentally switch it off.
It's oh. Okay, that's we talked about enough laziness when it comes to video watching and Netflix and stuff.
I was gonna bring up binge watching in the Street Fighter series that's coming out.
Oh yes, we're gonna do that.
I'm doing that.
I guess I'm doing it too.
Yeah.
Do it together. Not totally heterosexual. We're not those kind of good dudes.
All the hetero.
No, we don't. It's two guys running a podcast together. Just one running a podcast. Occasionally do it sometimes, but that's part of it. But it's not all a part of it.
Okay, let's move on to whatever you have next.
Do I have stuff? Oh, yeah, we're doing a topic now. You're done.
Yes.
All right. The topic is follow me because there are games. So many games today that just tell you where to go. It's like big arrow, walk that way. And a character, an NPC is do everything I say, because that's the only way you get to the game.
Without it, America will be in danger.
Yeah, like Call of Duty has that, just the big letters, follow me.
Or it's the thing that's over them that says follow.
Yeah.
And then like on the side of it, it's like, oh, objectives, follow this guy, and you just see the guy with a freaking giant letters, follow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's amazing.
Mhm.
We reached that in this day and age with video games. So we're just people 20 years ago talked about this, and people thought they were crazy, but who's laughing now? Not me. That's
Not me.
stupid.
It's like it turned into something super serious where you're just like really sad that this is happening.
I'm not thrilled. I'm not crazy about this happening. I'm kind of like, what? Why? We have our people that's just so not just given up that they need to be told where to go and just have the game beat it for them. The game is just like, that's gonna be funny if that happens. I guess I'm just talking theoretically or hypothetically here. Just the game, you're sitting there and the game just plays the game for you and you beat it and like, oh, good job, you beat the game, but I did all the work. You know,
I believe there's a
person sitting there is like, yeah, I did it.
I believe there's like a Connect game where that it looks like somebody was like where you would have to steer with your arms, but no, they were just holding their arms out, like as if they were holding a really small steering wheel. They weren't moving, and the game was turning by itself. It was pretty much playing itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
That's then retarded. What are your thoughts
careful
about
with your
these kind of
choice of
games?
words.
Yeah, apologies if people
Yes.
get offended, but
Yes.
I like that word, and it's funny to me.
I don't use that word.
I occasionally use that word.
I refuse to use that word. All right. All right. What was your question?
My question is, what do you think about these type of games that do this type of stuff?
They bore the crap out of me.
Do they now?
Yes, they do.
Like what kind of games? Just throw some names of games that do this crap. Of course, Call of Duty, that's given.
Yeah, I was gonna say Call of Duty. That was pretty much it. I mean, every other game does a better job of it.
Yeah.
I think one game that kind of annoys me because it's like giant arrows that are pointing to tell you which way to go instead of just having a line on your map.
You know what Dead
It's gonna be
Space does?
it's gonna be Saints Row the
Dead
Third.
Space 2, you press a button, there's a line on the floor that tells you where exactly where you need to walk.
I hate that.
Like, holy crap.
Saints Row
We've come this far in video games.
Saints Row the Third has where if you mark something on GPS, it's gonna give you giant arrows as you're driving to tell you where to go instead of just using instead of using the little mini map like GTA 5 does.
Yeah.
I mean, the giant arrows I could do without. I mean, I look at my map anyways. I've been trained to look at my map every once in a while.
Constantly bringing up that map and like, as long as there's a big button that brings it up right away, that's fine.
It's like you have to press select and then it just brings up a phone and then there's a menu for the map, so it's not that bad.
Like how they have so much video. I like how they have so much buttons on the controller, but everybody makes fun of the big funny control buttons on the GameCube controller.
I like the GameCube controller.
It's just funny. That's it's just like that's a weird design, and
I mean,
it's funny.
obviously-
It looks like candy, like toys.
Obviously, your thumb's going to be on the A button, and then the other 3 buttons are going to be easier to access because they're around the controller.
He does everything.
It's, well, not everything, but it does a lot.
Yeah. The argument is, yeah. What do people normally like? Sometimes it's like there's some people that are like they don't care, they don't think about this stuff, and they just like it makes it easier for them. Like, yeah, easier. I want to beat the game, but you really did nothing to do anything that's any remotely challenging to beat the game.
You didn't do anything to win.
No, just press a button to win. Follow the line to win. Follow this person to win.
Follow the yellow brick road.
Yeah, pretty literal in Dead Space. That's funny.
I didn't think
Like-
about that.
Yeah, well, I thought that's what you're going for, but I just like picked it up for you.
Oh, okay.
But then you have these same people that are playing these games and it's like, oh, this is too easy. Why can't they go back to the ways of the old days and where they didn't have this crap?
And then once they do that, they complain of how too hard it is, and they want the other way around.
They call it bad game design, and I'm gonna bring up Super Metroid on the Weverse on the Wii U.
The Weavers.
Yeah, the Weavers. That's what they call it. Or the
Oh,
Meavers. Yeah, it's the Meavers. Sorry.
I wish they called it the Weavers.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be cool. But Meavers.
Sadly.
I have a whole universe. No, no, no. God. But yeah, that game doesn't tell you where to go. There's no mini map. Well, there is a map. There's no mini map. I'm not too sure if there's a little there's a little blip on the map that I forget. There's been a while since I played Super Metroid.
I'm assuming it would be more like a Zero Mission where you will have a map, but it won't show you the entire thing. You have to discover it, and it'll just have like a little circle and telling you where to go.
In Fusion, you could go to these hubs. I'll tell them all cub. Bleh.
You
I'll
go to
call
these
them
little
hubs,
stations.
and you download the whole map for you, and you're like, okay, there's the map for you. You go ahead, learn where you go. But the fact is, in Super Metroid on the Wii U, when it came free on the sale, is that people got mad because they were lost. They didn't know what to do. Why can't Metroid crawl? What the hell's going on here? We're going back to this because it's really it really speaks volumes of this topic.
Yeah, well,
because they got lost. They didn't know where to go. They didn't know where to do. They couldn't find the morph ball. They were too dense.
Stupid.
They didn't know how to explore exploration, and the game not giving them a line on the floor to tell them where to go.
more than likely, these are gamers that have had everything given to them when they were playing. You know, their more recent games.
This is
Decided to buy Super Metroid,
because it was on sale, and they like, what the hell?
and they're just staring at the screen. Threw their arms up, said, "I don't know what to do." Went on the Miiverse and then put, "Why can't Metroid crawl?"
And that's essentially what happened.
While they were drooling, so you know they were that stupid they couldn't figure out. They couldn't experiment with a bunch of things.
So then they call that bad game design, and game's broken.
Like a game that it might do it a little too much, I would say, is Oracle of Seasons. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't play these games that kind of hold my hand for me. I do play a few of them. It's just that when I got to Oracle of Seasons, I was
Legend of Zelda on the Game Boy.
Yes, on
2001.
Game Boy Color. It's also on 3DS.
Yeah, downloaded on the Virtual Console.
Yeah, I won't lie. I kind of had to use a walkthrough for a few things because it wasn't telling me exactly what I needed to do. And it was that thing where you try something and then you keep trying other things, and then eventually you start doing you start doing the same things over and over again, and you're stuck. So I think
well, these games do give you hints. They don't. They don't paint a big sign, dude. This here, now. No, they don't do that.
Yeah, like the whole trading sequence, I was stumped. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm playing through Ages, so I don't know what you're up against right now. But all I did was find a shovel and started digging everywhere.
Well, for mine is that I was doing the trading sequence. I had the little chicken egg, and I had to wait for that witch that comes across the screen.
Okay.
I had to wait for her to bump into me just that way I could trade for another item.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, and it's like, okay.
That sounds very fun. Holy crap.
I had to do that with a walkthrough because I'm not going to lie, I was confused.
Yeah, well, there's no shame in using a walkthrough or a FAQ.
I mean, I'm not using it for bosses because...
Why would you? They're simple.
Well, actually, no. Some of them was like, okay, what do I do? All right, it's going to need a new item that I got. And I think the hardest one is the one where I needed the magnetic gloves. I think I died 3 times on it.
Yes.
Whatever.
I think I kind of touched on this. We got on a different topic in a different episode, but we're talking about. I did talk about in length how in Link Between Worlds compared to Link to the Past, that everything's more blatant and deliberate and very vividly telling you what you need to do, where to go, and the new game, Link Between Worlds.
Now, that could be because both of us have played A Link to the Past a lot.
Yeah. We
And
play
then
these games extensively.
yeah, and then when we got to A Link Between Worlds, we knew exactly what the world would
There was
look like.
there was no mystery. There was no getting lost. Everything
All,
was just
all that mystery's
okay.
gone.
I'm like, I know what to do. I played Zelda. Listen, Nintendo. I've played Nintendo. I played Nintendo. I played Legend of Zelda a lot. I know this whole song and dance. I know where to go. And the stupid
Because
thing is that they just have they. Well, I guess what, but yeah, it's so apparent. Like you look on your map, I mean, your menu, your inventory, all that junk. You go on your menus, and you look at stuff and you just know exactly what needs to be done, what you need to collect for
well,
already.
like I said, we know this because we've played A Link to the Past, and the world, as much as they say that the Dark World has been changed, not entirely. I mean, it still looks the
The
same.
only thing that I think that was the big issue with me was that they switched to the rock and the ice fortress, the ice
Yeah,
palace
that one kind of
around.
threw me off a little.
I'm like, whoa, okay.
It's funny when you try to talk to someone who thinks they know that world, and then they're like, "Wait, that dungeon's not there. That one got switched with another one." But I guess the whole switching, what was it, the ice dungeon and Turtle Rock? I guess that made more sense because well, an ice level is on Death Mountain. Death Mountain is now covered with snow, so
Yeah, it works.
it made sense.
And it is different worlds, stuff changes. But the fact is, it's not the game's not really telling what to do, but well, I think it just comes with past programming in my mind
Yeah,
that I played too much Zelda and I just know what to do.
you're going to
And
remember what to do, so
it doesn't even. I'm like, oh, do this, ha ha. I bet some noobs here would get stuck right away when they were doing this.
I mean, you see that because the game
Like,
world's the same.
like the game is just so apparent to me in all the game, but at the same time they make it a little bit easier for the gamer. There's this like glaring hidden secrets that you need to look at to advance. For some people, they're just like, oh, this is painfully obvious. That's what we're getting at here, painfully
Yeah.
obvious. Don't make it painfully obvious for me. Don't put a fucking line on the floor to tell me where to go. Don't
But
put an arrow. Don't put visual cues on the on the game
what I hope,
to tell me where to go.
what I liked, what they used to do with what they did with Ocarina of Time, when you swung your sword at a wall, like some hidden areas, it'll make a different sound.
Yeah.
I wish they did that instead of having the painfully obvious little thing that in front of the cave that looks like you can destroy it with a bomb.
That's good. It's like,
I
oh, you
wish
need to bomb that. Why does that have to be a secret? They didn't have any of that in Legend of Zelda, and they say that's a tough game. The NES version I'm talking about, they don't give any indication what could be bombed, what could be put on fire, because in that game you just burn trees and walls, blow up walls to find stuff. But then people just say that's a bad game, and that's not.
I don't think anyone says that's a bad game.
Yeah,
I mean,
they do. They
if you
do.
get some,
If
you get some kids and
you ask the people. Depends who you ask. Like
if you get some kids and you tell them to play it, more than likely they're going to say it's a bad game because they don't know what to do.
Yeah, they just spoon fed all the damn time.
I'm not going to lie. I had to pass that game with a walkthrough because I didn't know.
Because you really can't do it any other way unless you played it before and know what you're doing.
Yeah, and which was like the first time I ever passed it, and the only reason I knew I didn't know where any of the dungeons were except for the first one. And sometimes I'll stumble across a different one.
Use a map. Yeah, it depends who you ask. Like some people are like, oh, that's freaking easy. Like look at all this stuff. It's so apparent to them. It's not painfully obvious, and they like games like that. They're not what it is. They like if I played a lot of Legend of Zelda on NES and knew every secret, I'd be like, yes, I love that game. I love all the secrets. But I ask somebody else that has a tough time with it. They'd be like, that sucks. That doesn't know where to go. But the fact is, I'm sorry to cut you off, but the fact is, I want games like that don't don't give you any indication what you need to do or where to go, drop you there and you just go.
Yeah, it just drops you and says good luck. I was going to say, I kind of had a difficult time with Legend of Zelda, and I actually really liked it.
Yeah, that's good, because They don't tell you where you need to go,
Yeah.
which is the whole topic of this thing.
You think
But
30
it's
times more than your average Call of Duty game.
yeah. I have to bring up this game, Overblood, the game I reviewed. People like there's some they call it bad game design. They call it bad game design because you gotta figure out these puzzles, and if you don't do it in time, they just get frustrated with they have to restart the game a few times to learn what they need to do and what to do. But when you find out, when you know what you need to do, it's just like, oh my god, I'm a freaking idiot. This is what you needed to do all the time. Why didn't I do this in the first place? And half the time is just knowing, remembering where to go and what to do, and just exploring and discovering every nook and cranny, as the game likes to put it in the instruction manual.
So when you play games like that, just remember, try to push the block to the right.
Yeah. If you wanted to push it left, push it right.
Oh man.
Push it. Yeah, just watch that review because the thing to take away from that game is read the instruction manual. It helps a lot.
The instruction manual tells you that you can push things to the right.
Yeah, if you're pushing it this way, the thing is gonna move that way.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
yeah, but then there's a sequel to that game that never came to the U.S., but it got ported to the UK. And there's parts where the game doesn't tell you exactly what you need to get for a mission. It's episodic, but you go to before every episode. You begin every episode at the hub world, where you can buy stuff and go walk around this town. It's like the slums, kind of in Midgar.
It's more like it's just a central hub. You just go get your equipment, and then you head out to what you need to do.
Yeah, you just fly this little hovercraft that takes you where you need to be to finish a mission. And
I would consider that would be something like an MMO or something.
Yeah, kind of. But these games these sections are separated. You can't go to these old spots over again unless you play the game over again, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So it's for every mission. But the fact is, at the early going, the game tells you what you need and what you should get before going on a mission, and it won't let you go on a mission until you have what you need. But later in the game, it will stop doing that. If you don't have what you need and you think you want to do the mission, the game's like, it's not going to stop you. And go ahead. Go figure out that you're not supposed to do this. You need to go back, and it doesn't tell you exactly what you need. You have to put two together. You have to pay attention. You have to explore. You have to take the time to explore. That's what people are forgetting in this day and age.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, take notes.
We could use
look.
more games like this.
Go look where you need to go. Go explore. What has changed since the last mission? Has anything changed? Like it tells you, like it doesn't tell you what you need, but there's this whole mission briefing that there's going to be a tornado, and you need to somehow the base is within the tornado, but you need to have this item that will allow you to do it. And the game doesn't tell you what item exactly you need.
You have to go inside of a tornado?
Yeah, to get to the base. Yeah, so I'm not gonna say more than that, but
it doesn't make sense. Your character would just get flung.
You clearly you don't understand this game I'm talking about. This is Overblood 2. The crazy game that you saw in Overblood is just 10 times crazier in Overblood 2.
It was like, if you're able to go inside of it, then wouldn't that technically make it a hurricane?
I guess so, but you don't understand this game, Frank. You don't don't pretend to understand anything that this game, any logic of the Overblood 2, but just.
Well, no, I'm not saying I understand Overblood. I'm saying I'm trying to
understand. I understand tornadoes. No, you don't understand tornadoes in video games in Overblood.
Yeah,
but
the same tornadoes in that game can also be the same ones in Cheetah Man 2 that get shot by a little crossbow.
Yeah, crossfire. But they call that bad game design. Like,
no, it's just not.
Why? That's not bad game design. That's you're too fucking stupid to not go explore. Take the time to explore. Take some notes. and know what you need to do.
Yeah, if you need to experiment with what you have, I mean,
Now these are Americans playing this game,
oh, then they're screwed. They're done.
and it's a little bit hard because there's no real game. Nobody in America played this game. Well, some people have, and there's not detailed walkthroughs online that just outline the whole game. The one guy that made a review while these guys are playing it gave up halfway through in mission 2. There's like seven, 8 missions in the game, and he just gives up in mission 2. Have you ever heard of a guy writing a fact just to give up in the middle of a game? It's like, I don't understand anything in this game. I'm giving up. I'm just giving up. Nobody gives a shit.
It's like, okay, the next thing you do is you eject the game and you throw it because it sucks. Because it sucks. It's not telling me what to do. It sucks. It's horrible. Don't play it because you can't play it.
It's broken.
It's broken. Just because it's not telling you where to go, that means it's broken, and it's bad. You should go play a game like Call of Duty. It tells you exactly where to go, which makes it good. If anybody wants to know what the hell that was, I was kind of imitating a review that I saw. So, it was just like a joke review.
Is it my game? And did I do this? No,
I
didn't do this. I'm gonna say that.
Should we name drop this person?
Go ahead.
A guy by the name of Exo Paradigm Gamer.
Exo Paradigm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he did a little gag review called he called it a whiny bitch gamer, and it was on Mega Man 7 and.
Yeah. Okay. Mega Man 7.
Yeah, and it's like the dumbest reasons why a game would be bad. So I kind of had to do a little bit about that. I had to do something about that and bring it up.
We'll talk about. I want to say a few things about Mega Man X. Is that what we're talking about?
No, 7.
7?
Yeah, 7.
Have you played that game?
Yes.
Is it like linear design in every map? I mean, every stage? Or
Yeah,
is it like
kinda.
in some stages it would just like throw you off? It wouldn't be go just like run right, just run right, and you'll make it.
From what I've played, it's a bit linear.
Okay, so
Yeah.
run right and win.
Yeah, I had to change up some of the words so that way it has something to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah, good job. And then how do you say that the game's broken and it doesn't tell you where to go? Clearly this person doesn't understand side scrollers.
No, it wasn't.
I know, but we'll talk hypothetically here. If there's a person that got mad at a linear 2D game, that was always and every stage was to run to the right, meet a boss. And they
In
call
other
it
words, Super Mario Brothers.
And they call it like it doesn't tell you where to go. Clearly, this person doesn't understand, and he just needs to run right.
Super Mario Brothers doesn't tell me where to go, therefore it is a bad game.
yeah. Okay. Guy, I believe like this. What the whole point of this conversation was the topic was like there's people that play games that tell them hold their hand a lot and tell them where to go. Like put like Dead Space 2 fucking line on the floor.
Follow the yellow brick road.
And they say this is too stupid. I need to be more challenged. But they play a game like Overblood or what else would they say? Like the past Legend of Zelda on NES. Legend. We'll say NES. We'll say.
I would say NES Zelda.
Yeah, that game doesn't tell them jack shit what to do. Or Super Metroid, another one. Well, I see Super Metroid has an in-game map at least.
I don't know. I have this feeling that if I actually went and started playing Super Metroid, I would know what to do.
Yeah, because you watched a lot of stuff on it and kind of know what you're doing.
No, I've never watched. I don't.
Okay, well, you played Zero Mission. You've played Fusion. Fusion does those games.
Fusion.
Those are more considerate. Those games are kind of considerate and don't just drop you on Planet Zebes and tell you don't figure out the game.
I would kind of hope it's more like Zero Mission, where it just gives you a little dot.
No,
it doesn't even tell you how to get there.
Doesn't.
You just have to get there on your own.
Yeah, on Zero Mission, when you talk to these, what is it, chocobos? Not chocobos.
Chozo or whatever.
Chozos, chocobos.
Chocobos.
These chozos, as they call them. These chozos, you go up to them, they tell you, they bring up a map screen,
and they kind of that you discovered.
Like it's, you see the places you've been to, but then there'll be a little dot in the middle of nowhere in an area that doesn't connect to any spot in the game that you've been to yet.
Yeah, is
And it
that
keeps
how?
beeping. That's how they did. That's how they do it in Zero Mission, but not in Super Metroid. Then you gotta okay. You're like that's okay. The game tell that's a cue that like you need to go there right away. That's your new objective. That's where you need to head now. But you have to figure out what the way to get there, and it's not too hard.
Yeah,
If
I
it's
don't
telling
think
you that you need to go there, obviously on the way there or the point that at the point that it's telling you to go there, you already have what you need, or you will get what you need as you get there, as you go.
Yeah. So
They don't do that in Metroid, Super Metroid. Even
no.
Metroid's even tougher.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, have fun beating Mother Brain,
No thanks. No thanks.
or even beating Kraid or Kraid's easy.
Yeah,
Ridley's a little tougher.
I might give it a shot one day, but
I played
for
it.
now,
I
no
understand the frustration of that game. Or
yeah.
everybody try to beat Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link.
Oh fuck. No.
But yeah, but these people, like, where's that? It can't make anybody happy. People, you put a line on the floor, people are gonna freak out if they like. People freaked out that there's an easy mode or normal mode in Dark Souls 2.
Then play the hard mode.
Yeah, I don't like them. I mean, I'm on the same boat as those people. I don't like that there's an easy option in Dark Souls 2. I'd rather have a default tough mode.
I don't know.
Everybody has to play.
Whenever I start a new game, whenever I'm playing something new, I will always go for normal mode. Unless it's Call of Duty and I just don't care and I want to get through it already.
Yeah, just playing easy. I don't. Nobody cares.
Yeah, I know what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Just make it easier on myself.
Yeah, people.
Even if I die, I'll just show up at the checkpoint, which is probably like 3 feet away.
Okay. Point is, people that play these newer games that tell them have a go this way, idiot, or follow me because you don't know what you're doing, or say that's not challenging enough. But then they get a game like Legend of Zelda NES and like this game is broken, or Overblood 2. No, this game is broken and doesn't tell me what to do. It doesn't help me finish a game. But how do you make? What do you want, people? You gotta know what you want.
Well, it's like that one it's like in one of the previous episodes where I was talking about. I was bringing up an episode of Game Theory where the person who runs it says that gamers don't really know what they want, and I'm just gonna stick with that. We really don't know what we want.
I like challenge. I like games like Overblood 2, Legend of Zelda. I like just the extra. Even if you're looking at a walkthrough, it's the fact that you actually take your time to look at it, to bring it up, to find it, and look through it, and understand where you need to go, or ask a friend. That's part of the fun.
Yeah.
Like there's no shame in getting a walkthrough.
Yeah, I mean.
Like seriously, how are you expecting to beat a game? Like you could spend time to beat it, to understand what you need to do, and beat it that way. But sometimes I don't have all the time in the day to do that.
Yeah.
Like I actually took the time to look in the manual, look at all this stuff, and for Overblood, this thing, and holy crap! There's a map here, and there's a whole walkthrough section here that tells you how to get out of that fucking floor. You get to the elevator. Like,
yeah, my stuff doesn't come with maps, so that's why I have to use a walkthrough.
like wow, a game that actually took advantage of having that really made the manual important. Wow.
Nowadays it's just black and white garbage.
Yeah, just a little pamphlet.
A little pamphlet that tells you how to play.
Don't have
These are the
seizures.
controls. Deal with it.
Seizures and all these blah 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 stuff. Health risks.
Just because you steal a car in this game doesn't mean you can go and steal a car in real life. You will be shot.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's the point. Like, what the hell? Bad game design, not challenging enough. What the hell do you want? Sure, there's a happy medium at Zelda, but for me and you, we understand what they're doing. But there's other people that just have problem with bosses dying a lot, and just simply don't know where to go or what to do. I'm like,
that would be my problem with a game Dark Souls. I mean, yeah, I can go in a game and lose a couple times, but if I get beat like 20, 30 times, it's going to get discouraging. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to do it.
Some person said that Dark Souls is the adult version of Zelda. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
Is it Dark Souls, or are you talking about
I'm talking about Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Demon Souls, all that stuff from Software. That's adult Zelda game. We're not talking about Darksiders though. That's Darksiders heavy metal.
Yeah, I was like, I heard that was the adult version of.
I believe. I say Dark Souls is easier. I mean, the Darksiders is easier than Dark Souls, and that's why I wouldn't consider it an adult. If it's it's heavy metal, but how is that? That's not mature. That's not adult. What's making it? How is that making it adult? It's just changing scenery and aesthetics and style. That's not adult. Dark Souls would be adult.
All right.
And I like it that way. But Zelda, the one problem with Zelda I would have is I'm gonna say this quick because we've been talking for a long time. The one problem that has always come to my attention, I always throws my head. This is easy. Why do I like this? I shouldn't like this because it's easy. This is my brain telling me this stuff, and I'm like, no, shut up, this is Zelda.
Shut up, this is Zelda. It's fun.
I'm enjoying myself. This is fucking easy. This is too fucking easy.
It's supposed to be fun.
But I'm like, I play Zelda Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds, and I'm like, I'll enjoy this. I don't care if it's easy as shit. This is just fun.
I don't know why they call it Legend of Zelda. They should call it Legend of Fun.
Implied John joke there. Call the fun. Call of Duty. Blah blah blah. Watch that video. Okay, my topic's done. We got that was a fun topic.
Yeah.
Don't forget, next episode, Master Wayne will be joining us, guest host, first ever.
Yep, first ever special guest.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun.
We should say this now. We are looking for a third host.
Yeah. So, oh man, we should.
So if you're unemployed and have all the time on the world on Mondays and know a lot about video games and like to talk and you have a microphone and you have Skype and you could join in a good functioning internet connection, you could be a third host on this channel. Just contact
on this
us.
Podcast.
How can they contact us? Contact GaminTank at at GaminTank
on Twitter or
Twitter, Skype. What is your Skype? Tell me your Skype.
Would Skype work?
Yeah, Skype.
I would say just go through Twitter.
Or tell them the email. Everybody has email.
Yeah, email GaminTank@gmail.com.
Or dark_magician999 at hotmail.com. CompuServe.
Just find a way to contact us if you do want to be.
Our dark magician, or Dark Morris 69 at CompuServe.com.
What the hell is that?
CompuServe.
What is that?
It's a something dark side joke.
Oh, okay.
Bag of ice.
All right. So yeah,
low spicy wiener. That CompuServe email is a joke. Dark_magician999 at hotmail.com. Email me if you want to be a third co-host.
Or just find us on YouTube.
Yeah. Just message us.
Yeah.
Comment. Whatever. If you listen to this.
It's to be the third host of the podcast, not of the channel.
You're under me. No, you're subordinate to GaminTank. I'm above GaminTank.
I was like, it's not to be a third host of the channel. That's a whole different thing.
The podcast, yeah,
of the podcast. All right. So
okay. Yeah, that's it.
That was Super Genesis 2 Turbo, episode 16.
Follow me. Or follow me. That's what we're
Super Genesis 2 Turbo uses Follow Me.
Yeah, episode 16.
That was a Pokemon joke. Okay, yeah, episode 16. I'm GaminTank.
Yeah, I guess I'm Dark Morris.
Are you sure?
I'll go 50-50.
Okay, well, we'll see you in the next episode, and goodbye.
So long. Farewell. Blah, 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 blah.